Hi, in this video we are going to see about a Java web application project which is entitled as Smart Expense Tracker System. Before seeing the execution of the project, let me brief about this project. In this digital world, managing the personal finances effectively has become one of the important aspects to maintain the financial stability. Especially after the introduction of these digital payment methods like Google Pay, people started using more number of digital transaction for making the payments in online, for making the payments such as bills, purchasing products, ordering foods in online apps like Swiggy kinds of things. So nowadays maximum all the transactions are done in these kinds of digital payment modes. So manually tracking all these transactions and entering these in a notebook or a spreadsheet is a time consuming process. Also it makes more number of human errors also. Additionally, there will not be any kind of analytical insights to get to know about the expenses that is made. To address all these challenges, we have introduced the Smart Expense Tracker System, which is a web-based application which is developed using Java as the core programming language and JSP, CSS and JavaScript for the front end and MySQL for the database part. So here the main objective of this system is to categorize the all kinds of payments, whether it is an income or expense in a digital. And additionally, we have introduced the important feature that is a Google Pay PDF that can be uploaded by the user. So you can download the Google Pay transaction statement in a PDF format and you can upload it so that all the details will be uploaded automatically and it will be categorizing the things also based on the information that is given. So that is an additional feature that we have integrated in this system. You can see that in the execution part. So overall, this Smart Expense Tracker system will serve as an intelligent financial assistant. So it will be helping the users to develop their budgeting discipline and awareness of their financial behavior also, as we have the budget setting limits options also in this. So all these details are being mentioned in the abstract part of the project. Coming to the existing system, so the existing system is like everything is being done manually. So existing system for managing the personal finance records primarily laid only on the manual methods like writing down in the handwritten statements or using the spreadsheets kinds of thing, which is a semi-automated process only and not the complete one. So using these existing methods, individual can able to record their daily expenses, income, bills kinds of thing manually in the physical notes or in the spreadsheet kinds of thing. In addition, in the existing system, some of the users will be adopting like spreadsheet softwares or other kinds of softwares to calculate their financial data. So these spreadsheets allow the user to enter the basic formula and templates to compute all those totals and averaging kinds of thing. Overall, this kinds of existing system provide users with the means to manage their personal finances in a basic structured way only. So they support the record keeping, enable the users to analyze the expenditure trend in a certain extent only and offer an initial foundation for the financial awareness and the discipline. So these details are being mentioned in the existing system of the project. Coming to the disadvantages of the existing system, the main disadvantages of the existing system are manual data entry and time consumption, lack of automation, error-prone calculations, limited data visualization and insights, absence of real-time access and integration, efficient record management and storage. These are all the main disadvantages of the existing system, which explain detailedly with the each subheadings in it. Now, to overcome all these issues that is available in the existing system, we have made this proposed system. So in the proposed system, we have developed the Smart Expense Tracker system, which is a web-based application which is designed to automate and simplify the process of managing the personal financial records. So here the system is developed using Java, JSP, CSS, JavaScript and the MySQL. So in the proposed system, the user will be registering and they will be logging into their system and they can able to enter the details of the expenses that is made or income that is made can be made it in a manual, or we have provided another option where they can able to upload their Google Pay, GPay PDF statement, transaction statement, so that those details will be imported into the project. And also here we have provided the goal setting. So here we have provided the budget setting option also, so the user can able to set budget for each category. So if the budget is crossed the limit, so the user can easily identify and they can able to manage the finance or expenses accordingly. So also we have provided lots of insights of analytical things that is available. You can see those things in the execution of the project. So all these details have been mentioned in the proposed system of the project. Coming to the advantages of the proposed system, the main advantages of our proposed system are automation of financial tracking, efficient data management and storage, categorization and organized record keeping, visual analytics through interactive dashboard, budget monitoring and financial control, accessibility and user-friendly interface, accurate calculation and real-time reports, enhanced security and authentication, scalability and flexibility for the future enhancement. So these are all the main advantages of our proposed system. So each subheading explain detailedly about it. Next, let us see about the system architecture. So this is the overall system architecture. The users will be can able to log in and they can able to manage the category. So there are several categories. So for example, food, the entertainment, shopping kinds of things. So you can also add the new categories. You can edit the categories or delete the categories, and also they can able to add the transactions and they can able to upload the GPay statements in them, and then they can view the transaction that is updated. And they can also have the budget, setting the budget, and they can view the budget, and they can have the graph analysis in the dashboard. So everything is being stored in the centralized database MySQL. So this is the overall system architecture, and these are the modules of the project, and these are the module description of the project explaining detailedly of the each module and their functionality of it. Next, coming to the system requirement, these are the minimum hardware requirements. And coming to the software requirements, this project can be executed in Windows 10 or 11. Coding language used is Java. Frontend content JSP, CSS JavaScript. JDK version is JDK 23.0.1. IDE tool is Apache NetBeans IDE 24. Tomcat server version is Apache Tomcat 9.0.84, and database is MySQL. So now let us see the execution of the project. Open your Apache NetBeans IDE 24. First, you need to import the project into the NetBeans IDE. So just go to the file menu and click open project. Now go to the project source code location. Inside the source code folder, we have the expense tracker. So just select this and click open project, and kindly wait for a few minutes. You can see the progress here. Meanwhile, let us attach the database in the MySQL. So just go to the MySQL Workbench 8.0. Just log in by clicking the login instance MySQL 8.0. Enter the password as root and click OK. Now go to the server menu and select the data import option. Now select the import from self-contained file and select this 3-dot option. And now go to the project source code folder. Inside the database folder, we have the database selected, and click the import progress tab and click the start import button. So now you can see the import completed, and you can just refresh the schema and you can see the smart expense database is attached successfully. As we have successfully attached the database, we can close this MySQL Workbench, and let us go to the NetBeans IDE. So you can see the project is also loaded successfully into the Apache NetBeans IDE. So now let us execute it. So just right click it and then select run, and kindly wait for a few minutes. Now after some time, you can see the authentication for the Tomcat server. I have given admin and click OK. Now it will be navigated to the browser part, where you can see the project home screen or welcome screen with the project title Smart Expense Tracker System, and you can see the features of it, and you can see the app preview here. So this is the home page. So first let us go to the register part. So just select the register menu. It will be navigated to the registration page where you can create a new account. So you can enter your name I'll just give JP and I'll just give the email ID as jp@gmail.com, and you can enter your phone number and you can enter your password. So after entering your details, you can just click the register button. So now the registration is successful, and now it will just navigate to the login page. Now you can enter the email ID and the password that you have used during the registration and click the login button. So now you can see the home screen for the user part. It shows the dashboard, which shows the total income, total expense, balance, this month's expense and everything. And you can see some of the graphs and recent transactions. So now everything is empty because we are running the project first time. So after entering the transaction details, I'll come back and show you this beautiful dashboard again. So now you can see the menus here: dashboard, categories, transaction, budget. Let us see all these things, options one by one. So first let us go to the categories part. So just select the categories part. So here you can see we have already given few categories like food, which is in expenses, transport expense, entertainment expense, shopping expense, health is expense, utilities expense, salary income, freelancer income, investment return income. So you can create the new categories also here, or in case if you wanted to modify any of the category also, you can modify or delete it. So complete management of the categories can be done in this categories part. So I'll just create, for example, I'll just create a category called others. I'll just make it as expense and save it. So now you can see a category called others is been created. So now I'll just create a category called rent. So I'll just make it as expense and save it. So now you can see the rent has been created. So in this way you can able to manage the categories. This is not limited to any particular number. You can create any number of categories and you can edit it and delete it as per your requirement. So now let us go to the transactions part. So in the transaction part, you can see three submenus: add transaction, upload transaction statement, views transaction. So now let us see all those things one by one. So first let us go to the add transaction. So first in the add transaction, you can able to add the transactions which you are doing it in other modes. For example, instead of GPay, that is Google Pay, if you are giving through cash or other kinds of modes, you can just able to enter those details here. So first I'll just go to I'll just add an income. I'll just select as salary. I'll just add the amount as 20,000 rupees, and I will just select the date as November 1st and just enter the description as salary from office, and then select the save transaction. So now the transaction is added successfully. So if you go to the view transactions, now you can see the transaction that you have added with the ID 1. You can see the type is income, category is salary, amount is 20,000. You can see the date and you can see the description, whatever you added. So here I'll just go to the add transaction again. I'll just add some expenses. So I'll just go to the expense category. I'll just go to the entertainment. I'll just enter the entertainment as 500. I'll just enter some date, movie. I'll just enter the description as movie and save transaction. So now you can see the transaction is added successfully. So now if you go to the view transaction, you can see the transaction that we have added. So I'll just add quickly all other expenses now to show you an example. So food, I will just add 1,000 rupees. I'll just add a hotel bill and save the transaction. So now I'll just go to the expense. I'll just select a health. I'll just take it as 500 and I will just enter as hospital checkup. So you can give any kinds of information accordingly. To show you all the categories, I am just showing this. So I'll just go to the rent. I'll just add rent as 5,000. I will just mention the date, house rent, and save the transaction. So now I have added a few transactions. So now if you go to the view transaction, you can see 5 transactions I have made. So now if you go to the dashboard part, so now you can see the dashboard with all the details. So now we have entered the income as 20,000 rupees, the expense made is 7,000 rupees, so balance amount which you have is 13,000 rupees. So this month expense is 7,000 rupees. So now you can see the expense category. So I have created rent for 5,000 rupees, entertainment 500, food is 1,000, and health is 500. So this is a dynamic one. So here you can see the recent transactions whichever we have made is should be shown here, and here you can see the income versus expense chart which shows the income and the expense made. So here you can see the entertainment, food, health, rent kinds of thing. So here if I'm going to add some details, so I'll just add transaction expense. I'll just add the shopping. So let me add a shopping of 1,000 rupees today. Amazon shopping, and let me save the transaction. So now if you go to the dashboard part, you can see the shopping is added. So this is a dynamic chart. According to the values that you are entering, the details will be modified here. So now you see the expense part is increased to 1,000 rupees, and as we have added 1,000 rupees for the shopping part. So now here we have provided another option, that is a budget. So here you can set the budget. So for example, if you go to the set budget part, for example, if I wanted to set a budget for food as 5,000 rupees, okay, you can select the date, which month, from 1st November to 30th November. I'm just adding in this. You can add whichever date you wanted, and if you click save budget, so you can see the budget is set successfully. So now if you go to the view budget part, you can see the budget part of the food. So I have given the budget as 5,000 rupees for this duration. Already I have spent 1,000 rupees, and you have the total budget which I have set is 5,000 rupees. So in this way you can set any number of budget. So I'll just set another budget. So I'll just give the, already I have given the, for example, for entertainment I have given 500 rupees. For example, if I am giving budget for the entertainment is 500 rupees limit, so I have set the budget 500 rupees for the entertainment and save the budget. So now if you go to the view budget part, you can see the 500 is already spent for it. So in case if I am going to add a transaction on the entertainment again, 500 rupees, movie, save transaction. So now if you go to the view budget part, you can see there is an caution symbol which showing the budget exceeded, so that the user can easily identify their budget is limited on which path. So here you can create any number of budgets, that is not limited to the 1 or 2 only. You can create any number of budget according to the categories that you are, and also with the date and month also you can also select it and you can save it. So according to the budget it is created, so it will be showing the details. So now already for the shopping you have spent 1,000 rupees. So in this way you can able to manage your budget. So next part that we are going to see is like the adding the upload the transaction statement. So here you can see in the transaction part, upload transaction statement. So just select this upload transaction statement. Here we have provided of uploading the Google Pay statement only. Currently we have done with the Google Pay statement only. So if you go to the Google Pay transactions, you can able to export the statement. So if you are exporting that, it will be in this way. So this is the statement which I have exported. So you can see the details. This is the Google Pay transaction statement. So I'm going to upload this. So now I'll just select the choose file option and select the GPay statement. If you're uploading some other statement, it will not show. It will work only for the Google Pay. So I'm just uploading this and click upload and input. So once after uploading, it will be navigated to the view transaction. So already I have added up to these things, that is 7th, that is salary, entertainment, food, health, rent, shopping and entertainment. I have added up to this. I have added. So from this part you can see it is showing the details that is uploaded from the Google Pay statement. So this is the statement of October month. So it is showing the October month statement. So according to the text, for example, if it is Swiggy, it shows food. If it is a KPN fresh form, so it is a grocery, it shows grocery. So according to the details, if it does not identify anything, it will be going to the other category. So according to the text that is available in the Google Pay, it will be category. So here you can see the income part. So 50 rupees was paid by Manshu Gupta UPI transaction ID, so it shows in the income part. That is another income, 2500 rupees. So that also it shows under the income part. So other details have been categorized and it is shown. So you can see that you no need to enter all your Google Pay statement. So in case if it is an existing system, you wanted to enter all these details manually, but here we have provided an option of uploading this Google Pay statement, so that it will be adding those details automatically from the PDF. So here if you go to the dashboard part, so now you can see as we have uploaded the Google Pay statement for the October month, you can see the graph is created for the October month. So the income is 2550, but expense is 27,000 around. So here according to the categories, you can see the graph is also modified, and you can see the recent transaction that is made. So according to the values that you are entering, so this dashboard will be showing all those details. So now if you go to the view transaction part, we have provided another option here, exporting that to the PDF. So you can also export the values in the PDF. So here we have provided option for this month, this week and this year option. So if I am selecting this month, so this is the November month, so transactions which is made in the November month will be only exported. So I'll just click export to PDF. So now I'll just name it as transaction report November. So now if I open, you can see the smart expense tracker transaction report for this month. It is showing the details whichever we have done for the November month, it is shown here. So you can see the total income, expense and balance and everything. So you can see the generated date and time, everything is being shown. So in this way you can also export the results that is available, so that it is not dependent only to use only on this system. So you can also use it you can also forward to some other person or keep it for the personal references or backup kinds of things. So if you selecting this year, it will be it will be exporting all the results for this year 2025. I'll just save it. So now if I open the transaction, you can see all the transaction which I have done, it is being exported in this result. So in this way you can also export the results of it, and you can set the budget. If you go to the profile part, you can see the user information of the name, email ID, phone number and account status of it. So this is not for only one user, you can just create any number of user. I will just create another user called Ajit. So I'm just creating another user Ajit. So I'll just log in with the created email ID and the password of it. So now you can see the login of the Ajit user. So it does not show any information because this user has registered now and they have come. So in this way it can be utilized for any number of users. So according to this user, they can create the categories and everything. So now I'm just adding some transaction like income. I'll just add a salary. I'll just give the income as 50,000 rupees. You can give the date, description, save transaction. And similarly you can set the budget here for this user. I'm just setting the budget for this user for food as 22,000 rupees and date of it, and saving the budget. So now I'll just add a transaction for the food as 2,500, and let me add the date and save the transaction. And if you go to the view transaction, you can see the transaction that is for this user. And if you go to the view budget, you can see the budget that is fixed for this user, and it shows the spent and budget exceeded details. So in this way you can create for any number of users. So according to the user details, the details will be modified and it will be shown here. So you can have the add transaction or view the transaction or upload transaction that is using the GPA statement, and you can able to set the budget and you can able to view the budget. Can you see the profile information, you can create the categories, and you can see the dashboard. So we have seen all the options that is available, and let me log out. So before completion, let us see the frequently asked question for this project. The first question is, what is the smart expense tracker system is about? So the smart expense tracker system is about a web-based application that is designed to help the users effectively managing their personal finances. So it allows the users to record their income and expense based on the categories of the transaction. They can also be able to set the budget and visualize the financial data through interactive charts and the reports of it. Next question, what technologies are used to developing this project? So we have used Java as the core programming language. For front end we have used JSP, CSS JavaScript. Back end we have used Java. Database we have used MySQL. Web server we have used Apache Tomcat. For PDF processing library we have used Apache PDF Box. And next question, what is the main objective of this project? So the main objective of this project is to automate and simplify the process of the personal finance management, so that user can able to know their expenses according to the income and they can make the spending analysis. Next question, who can use this system? So this system is designed for any individual user who wish to manage their personal finances. Next question, can users upload their GPA statements? Yes. In this system we have developed the system by using the Google Pay PDF statement, so that the transaction statements will be analyzed and it will be extracting the details and it will be updated into the system. So for this system we have used only GPay. We cannot process any other modes of online transaction like PhonePe, Paytm or banking statement. For this project we have used only GPay. Next question, how is the user's financial data stored and managed? So all the transaction and financial data are securely stored in MySQL database. So next question, what features are available in the user dashboard? So user dashboard is an interactive and dynamic one which contains total income, total expense, balance summary, income versus expenses comparison chart, category wise expense distribution pie chart, monthly expense trend, budget utilization kinds of thing. Next question, how does the budget management feature work? So user can set their budget on various categories like food, transport or shopping kinds of thing, so that user can track the budget easily. If it is limited, it is exceeded the limit, so there you can easily see the caution symbol so that they can able to manage their finance accordingly. Next question, how is this system different from the traditional expense tracking method? So in the traditional methods, they'll be using logs or spreadsheets. So this system is completely an automate one. So the financial tracking, categorization, reporting, everything is automated, so that the user can able to easily track their expenses and they can able to set their budget and they can make their financial growth easily. Next question, what are the key modules of the system? The key modules are user authentication, transaction management, category management, budget management, statement upload and processing, dashboard and reporting. Next question, how does the system help users make better financial decision? So by providing the visual insights of the income and expense, the system helps the user to identify the spending pattern and control the unnecessary expenditures. Final question, what is the primary benefit of using this system? So the primary benefit of using our system is reducing the manual work. It saves the time, it's improve the accuracy, and offers the valuable insights for better management of the money, so that user can able to have the full control of the financial activities whatever they do, whether it is a digital or a manual kinds of things. So these are the frequently asked question for this project, and this is all about the project Smart Expense Tracker System using Java. And thank you for watching.